Oh, to all my relations. Oh, man. It was late last night. I thought maybe I'd tell you a little bit about a guy I liked when I was a child. His name was Mohandas K. Gandhi, or Mahatma Gandhi. When I was in jail, I read his autobiography. There's like 2 or 3 different ones. And he's quite a man. He freed India from Great Britain, and he did it by nonviolent protest, kind of. Walked all over the place. Little tiny man. I think what I'm trying to say is people put so much effort into survival and materials because they think that's comfort and safety. But once you get all that, then what do you have? Nothing. You just have enjoyment. You get to run around and play all the time, and that sounds a lot of fun, but it doesn't develop your soul. It doesn't develop your character. It doesn't teach you wellness and balance. It doesn't help you ascend into the higher dimensions where you can meet these great lofty beings that so many people talk about. Extraterrestrial, it even talks about that in the Bible. There are many different kinds of flesh of animals, flesh of humans, and extraterrestrial, and all them other things. I've done that. I have done it. I have done it many times. It's very exciting. It's real mystical, hidden, and you never know when they're around unless they want to. They can materialize into the third dimension where we see. But like again, I said, we only see 2.7 or 2.9% of the light spectrum. So there's 97% left that we don't see, or our eyes are impossible to see. And that's also where they attack you from, the negatives, through people's minds. They focus visceral energy at you, and sometimes they triangulate on you. I know my ex-girlfriend Kelly O'Brien from Arizona State University at the Lincoln Center for Applied Ethics. Her and her think tank and her friends and her mom, they did all kinds of weird shit, burning candles, crystal balls, popping in, listening, talking through other people that they call it looking in. I can do all that. I did it with her several times. I even told her what she was saying. The first thing they do is lie about doing it because they know that people, most people are dark, dumb, or undeveloped, unknowledgeable, and so they don't, and they don't have the desire, the willpower. Their person is a will, and they don't. Basically, they haven't hurt bad enough to want to learn how to get out of the fire because they're spoiled brats. Most people, spoiled brats. Sometimes I think they don't even belong on the earth. Geronimo talks about all the people he had to kill and to defend the nameless ones up on the mountains when he did his thing. And he said some of them weren't even worth naming or even mentioning. So we're coming into a time where it's a fabulous opportunity because of all this pain and suffering it's a great opportunity to grow and to do this thing. I call it ascension, opening your mind up, your life's purpose, finding joy. And joy is fleeting too. I would say more of a higher type of joy, like a oneness with everything, and then above that there's more steps. It's like Jacob's ladder in the Bible. Jesus said in the book of Thomas, one of the lost books of the Bible that wasn't, the church didn't put in the canon because it was too obvious that they were missing it. He said, the kingdom of God is not made by stones made by men's hands, or something like that. He said, split a piece of wood, I am there. Pick up a rock, a stone, I am there. If you learn, the one who learns the true meaning of these words will not taste death. And what that means is the I am he's talking about, it's not only him, but the I am in all of us, our what's behind our persona, or our masks, or our blockages. The person that we portray we are. And I've been shamed so many times, I don't give a fuck. They could put me on the internet, they can hack me, NASA can attack me like they have and kick me off Facebook. Women can run on and laugh and lie. Everybody else is dead anyway. Who gives a fuck? You only got one reason to live, and that's to walk at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the race, besides the journey itself, to meet your Creator with no shame. That's something. Because I've met him, I've seen it. I've seen it more than once. I've seen angels that were more than 15 feet tall, and they've carried me, literally, picked me up from the inside, straightened my back out, grabbed me from the inside of my spinal cord and pulled my shoulders back and told me, you're worthy. So, don't let anybody bullshit you in this material world. This is just a small quarter mile of the $100 million race marathon up and down 10 billion mountains going through the universe. And this is a test. You're going to come out of this prison planet at your end, or you're going to come back and become a toad, or a pile of toot shit, or Jesus said to Satan when he was tested in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights on his fast. He said, get behind me, Satan, Satan, whatever they want to call it. And if you really look that translation up, you know what he said? Get behind me, you pile of camel poop. That's what he called the tempter who was offering all the material things on the planet if he would just bow down and worship his own lower self, his persona. It's not Satan, it's the persona. People worship themselves. It's called self-aggrandizement. It'll get you nowhere. So, just so you know, anybody that wants to know, I'm no dummy. I didn't fall off the turnip truck 55 times to not learn how to hit the ground and bounce back up. Have a good day. Oh.